this is Greg the Real Economist. Today we're going to be talking about making an extract. Now, in a lot of my wild edibles videos, I talk about how the plants that grow in your yard or in the woods or in a field across the way can be used for medicine. I've had some conversations, had a couple of emails on how to do that. So today we're going to be showing you how to make a plantain extract. Later on there'll be a second video on how to turn that extract into a salve. Now, when making an extract, you really only need two things. You need alcohol and you need your plant. Now, there are two types of alcohol that I use. One is isopropyl alcohol, and then the other is as high a proof of vodka as I can find. What determines which one of these plants that I use is the use of the extract. Isopropyl alcohol I use for external use, topical use. Now, the reason that I do that is because isopropyl alcohol, one, has a lower evaporation temperature. It evaporates a lot more quickly. Two is if I'm going to be putting something on my body, I really don't want to smell like a distillery. With vodka, it is for internal use or ingestion. And really, with the quantities that I use for these remedies and treatments, it's not a real high content. You don't have to worry about getting drunk or appearing drunk or having a high blood alcohol level. Now, having said that, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing or treating any illness. This is for stuff that I do around the house. Minor scrapes, bruises, contusions, things like that, nothing real major. So don't think that I'm giving medical advice in any way. These things can be used for your minor stuff and if the zombies break out or what have you, okay? So look at it that way. Educational, entertainment purposes only, not a doctor, okay? So let's get started. As I said before, we're making plantain extract. The first thing you need is a jar and a lid that you can seal it off with. Now, plantain, if you're going to eat it, is best with tender, young leaves. But for making an extract, I actually like the older, tougher leaves. Now, I'll try to get everything off of it that I can, and you're going to crush the leaves when you put them in. Just get you a good amount of leaves. And you put them in the jar. Now, like I said, this is going to be for exterior or topical use only. So I've got several leaves there, got them crushed up, got them punched down in the jar. Then we're going to be at step two. Step two is our good old friend isopropyl alcohol. This is a 70%, so if we were transferring it over to a regular alcohol or something that you could take internally, you're looking at 140 proof. Like I said, if I were doing internal, I would look for as high a proof of vodka as I could get. So I got my jar with the leaves all in it, and then I put enough alcohol in it to just cover the leaves, which is actually a pretty good bit for this. Now, the cool thing about this is this will make a lot of plantain salve. Alright. See? Alright, that's isopropyl alcohol. And then I just put the lid on. Now, even though this is easy, it's not really quick. This will slowly steep and remove all of the beneficial compounds from the leaves. It will have to set for about a month. Every time you walk by it and think about it, shake it, give it a shake. That helps bathe all the leaves. It helps work it in and all of that. So in about a month, we'll strain all the leaves out and we'll keep the liquid. Once we keep the liquid, then we will be ready to start making our salve. So look forward to the making of the plantain salve. Probably the end of June. Okay? So, making extracts, very easy. Now I do want to point out, it's very simple to make extracts. If you're wanting to make mint extracts, wanting to make your own vanilla extract, things like that, you're going to use vodka because you're going to be taking those internally. It's the same process, exactly the same. You're going to bruise whatever you're doing, you're going to cover it with the alcohol, you're going to let it set, you're going to strain it after about a month, and then you're going to be able to use it. Now, we're not doing this in a factory setting, so our concentration is going to vary from one time to another based on the number of leaves we put in, how much alcohol we put on it, how long we let it set and do its work, all of that stuff. So when you get done, you'll have to test it a little bit, but for topical, this is good enough. This is Greg the Rural Economist, and step by step we're bringing rural back. Bye bye.